This is my brother, and this is his home office, and he has no idea that I'm about to completely transform his desk setup, including what may be the nicest standing desk I've ever tested. There will be new speakers, a new keyboard, and of course new desk gadgets, and a unique triple screen layout that is unlike anything I've built before. Or at least that was the original plan for this video, and well, things did not go according to plan.
What is wrong with this thing? How did we do this? What, did we screw this up?
What the Look, sometimes these projects don't go the way I thought they would. Let me take you back to the beginning. You could say I'm a desk enthusiast. I make videos about my desk, about my office, and all the technology inside it. But I can only change my desk so many times in a year before things get a bit out of hand. So I've decided to put my resources to a good cause and try to give someone else a new desk setup. I came up with this idea to surprise my brother with a complete overhaul of his desk setup. I mean, he's got a very nice PC, but everything connected to it is either ancient or duct taped together.
If Turtle Beach wants to sponsor our next video.
So I started talking to a few different companies that make monitors, keyboards, and desks, and I told them I was making a video about a brand new desk and that I needed some components for the video. And thankfully, they said yes. There was just one small detail. I didn't exactly tell them that this desk setup was for my brother. So the day arrives and I pack my car full of monitors and keyboards.
Hey, what's up?
Just making sure you're still down to shoot a little contact.
Yep.
But as I start my drive to my brother's house, things immediately go sideways. Boxes began arriving at his doorstep, and he was starting to catch on. By the time I got to his house and saw the massive boxes in his garage, I knew there was no point in keeping the secret, and I told him the real reason why I was there, to give him a brand new desk setup. Wow! First, we need to get rid of this old desk.
Oh yeah. Oh, you got the heavy end though.
As long as the top doesn't separate from the bottom.
With the room cleared, it was time to begin building the new desk. Inside these boxes is the Magnus Pro Standing Desk by Secretlab. And as my brother and I are about to discover, this desk is ridiculous in a very good way.
Oh, this is heavy. This is a big dog. Oh, sorry. Dude, look at this. This is capacitive, like, ooh, integrated really nicely.
This was by far and away the easiest build process I've encountered. Everything is organized and labeled, which is good because there is a lot to this desk. Step one was building the standing desk frame. Then it was time to place the desktop, which is a single piece of matte black aluminum.
That's probably the heavier weight. Oh, let's go. Solid metal.
I'm worried about my toes now.
There we go. Oh, okay.
Next, we assembled what may be my favorite aspect of the Magnus Pro, which is the integrated cable management system. Floating off the back of the desk is this channel where you can run all of your cables. The lid flips open, almost like the hood of a car, which allows for easy access to all of your cables. Then it came time to add the desk mat, which is the same size as the desk itself.
All one desk mat. Dude, that's crazy.
This is actually Addison.
Next, we assembled the PC mount, which is a big upgrade for my brother's setup. At his old desk, he had his expensive gaming PC just sitting on the floor, but now it's floating under the desk, which is of course better for airflow, and it makes the ports on the PC easier to access. Also, there's less risk of kicking the PC with your foot when you walk in the room. The team at Secretlab also sent us some very interesting accessories for this desk setup, like this telescoping Ethernet port, which extends and retracts as you raise and lower your desk. I've never seen anything like this before. Then there's the Secretlab's monitor riser, which also is made of metal and matches the rest of the setup. Speaking of metal, because this desk is made entirely of metal, you can use magnets to route cables around the back of the desk. I've used a lot of glue and Velcro strips to do cable management in my own setups, and so this magnet-based system kind of blew my mind.
If I see you hear this out again. It's so loud.
But your cables will be managed.
With the desk now assembled, it was time to move on to the audio setup. This was one of the main aspects of the upgrade that I wanted to focus on. I personally love having a nice set of speakers at my own desk. I don't always get to crank them and get loud, but when I do, I really enjoy it. So for my brother's new setup, the team at Edifier sent us an awesome set of speakers. These are the R1280 DBs, and these are a massive upgrade to my brother's old desktop speakers he was using before. The R1280s get loud and they sound great, and I like that they have tone control knobs mounted to the side of the speaker so you can dial in the sound you're looking for. You know, it's funny, as we were building this setup, anytime we needed to open up a box, we both stopped what we were doing and checked the cameras so we would not miss the sweet unboxing footage.
You keep opening these upside down. You keep opening them upside down, dude. Yeah.
And it was funny at first, but as we went along, there was this growing concern that we weren't making good content, whatever that means. And the vibes in the room went from fun to stressed out.
Got the angle good?
But things weren't all bad. After all, we were about to open a sweet new keyboard. Who doesn't love a new keyboard? My brother was using a Logitech G915 gaming keyboard, and I actually owned this exact same keyboard many years ago, and as far as low-profile gaming keyboards go, it's definitely a solid option. But he doesn't actually play a lot of games at his desk. He mostly streams games from his PC to his Steam Deck or TV, and so I think it's time to replace the gaming keyboard.
Ooh, that's clean.
For his new setup, I chose the Nuphy Halo 75 V2, and for good reason. The 65% version of this keyboard is one of my favorite pre-built mechanical keyboards of all time, and it made my list of best desk gadgets of 2023. So when the Nuphy team reached out and told me they had an updated version of the Halo, I knew it was the perfect productivity keyboard for this setup. And this was my brother's first time trying a higher-end mechanical keyboard, and so far, so good. And now we're at the point in the video where I get to tell you about the video monitors, and well, look, I had a plan, but that plan quickly fell apart. For the main monitor, we just kept his old one. This is a 27-inch 1440p panel, and he's happy with it, so it stays. But then I added this unique folding display, which is made up of two 15-inch HD panels in this flexible, foldable form factor.
That's wild.
It's like a book.
So how's it supposed to go?
Well, wow. Okay, I didn't think that there was that clearly.
This interesting display was sent to us for this project by a brand called Frunzy. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. And the reason why I was so interested in this folding display is because there are times when a triple screen layout is great for productivity, but putting 3 large screens on your desk can take up a ton of space. And I thought if we used this folding screen, we could create a more compact triple screen layout for this setup. But we ran into some issues. No matter what we tried, we could not get his PC to send a signal to both displays at the same time. The PC was choosing either the top or bottom display, and we had no idea why. We tested every USB-C cable in the house and messed with a bunch of graphics settings, but nothing seemed to work. Hey, it's me from the future. I'm editing this video, and it turns out this folding display requires you to install a custom driver on your computer to send a signal to both screens. And it seems that in our pursuit of making sweet content, my brother and I must have overlooked this small detail. I checked the Amazon listing for this product, and it doesn't look like many other people had this same issue, so maybe I can cover this device in a future video now that I know how to use it. For now, let's get back to the video and figure out what to do for a second monitor. As the day wore on and we began to lose sunlight, we decided to throw in the towel on the folding display, and we needed a backup plan. My brother really liked the idea of adding a compact display next to his main monitor, so we ended up going with a portable monitor and a portrait orientation in place of the folding display. This portable monitor is from Arzopa, and I actually use this exact same model in my portable desk setup from last year, and it's a solid option if you want to add another monitor but don't want to take up a ton of space on your desk. Just keep in mind that portable displays don't come with their own stands, and so we had to use an iPad stand to lift this display off the desk. Okay, so we downgraded from 3 screens to 2, but hey, no big deal, we can rally. This setup can still turn out great. We still had one last component to go, the media controller. If you've seen any of my desk setups, you will know that I am a sucker for music and volume controllers. I just really like having tactile control over the volume of whatever I'm doing at my desk. And so of course I had to set my brother up with a nice media controller for his new setup. I should mention this model was not sent to us by a sponsor. I just picked it up because I thought it looked neat.
Spot on this, but this is just kind of like vibing, listening to music, and you just like big knob.
That's kind of fun.
Big tactile knob.
That's fun.
Yeah.
And I like the design. It's retro. It looks like this volume controller fell off an old cassette deck from the 1990s. And with the final accessory connected, this desk setup was complete. The speakers were bumping, the peripherals have been upgraded, and the monitors are okay. Well, the monitor situation is still bugging me, but the build process was done. And it was exciting, but as we finished everything up and this day came to a close, I started feeling kind of nervous. I had spent weeks coordinating with these brands from around the world, and there was a mountain of boxes piling up in my brother's kitchen. Everything was kind of a mess, and I was worried that this setup that we built wasn't good enough for YouTube, that this video that you're watching right now wasn't going to get clicked on, and that these brands like Secretlab, who really made this project possible, would be let down by what we built. I was so caught up in chasing the content that I forgot why I wanted to make this video in the first place. I just wanted to get out of my office just once and make a video with someone else, and I wanted to spend some time with my brother.
So, with time and just wind, it's just slowly started to droop and become more noticeable. I'm like, oh man, that's bad. That's real bad.
Desk travels all the way around the world, but the Christmas lights are still up.
And you know what? He likes the desk. He's enjoying his new setup, and I really enjoyed building this with him. And I think that's good enough. So a huge thank you to Edifier speakers, Nuphy keyboards, and most importantly, my friends at Secretlab for giving me and my brother an experience we won't forget, and a pretty sweet desk setup, even if it didn't go according to plan.